When you create distance in a relationship, it often serves as a powerful catalyst for reflection and clarity. Picture this: you've been caught in a cycle of misunderstandings or perhaps constant drama, and you decide that enough is enough. You take a step back, allowing yourself the space you need. In that space, something remarkable happens not just for you, but for the other person as well. Distance is not just about physical separation, it's an emotional and psychological space that allows both individuals to breathe, to think, and to reassess what truly matters. When we're too close to a situation, it's easy to get lost in the day to day noise, the arguments, the small grievances, and the things that seem monumental at the time, but may not hold true significance in the grand scheme of life. As you step away, you give yourself permission to reflect on your own needs, desires, and values. You start to see the patterns that were once obscured by the chaos. You might even realize that you were giving more than you were receiving, or perhaps that you were compromising your own happiness to maintain the status quo. This clarity is liberating. It empowers you to make decisions that align with your true self. And it's not just you who benefits from this distance. The other person too finds themselves in a space of reflection. They might start to see the relationship in a new light. Absence often ignites a sense of longing and prompts them to confront the reality of the situation. They begin to think about the moments you shared, the laughter, the support, and even the love that flourished between you. In that quiet time apart, they might start to question their choices and the value of what they had. Many times, it's in these moments of solitude that people can process their feelings and recognize the significance of what they once took for granted. They may come to understand that the disagreements and issues they thought were insurmountable were, in fact, just bumps in the road. With this newfound clarity, they realize that they miss you not just for who you are, but for the happiness you brought into their lives. As they grapple with these realizations, they may feel a pull towards you, a desire to reconnect. They want to reach out and make amends, to start fresh, or even to apologize for the things they've said or done. This is not just a fleeting impulse, it's a deeper acknowledgement of the bond you once shared and the understanding that perhaps, just perhaps, they were wrong about the relationship. Encouraging your audience to embrace these moments of solitude and reflection, remind them that it's okay to take a step back to gain clarity. It's not about shutting people out forever, it's about understanding yourself better and creating a space for meaningful connections. By embracing the lessons learned during this time apart, we equip ourselves with the tools needed to build stronger, healthier relationships. So, as we reflect on the power of distance, let's recognize that it can serve as a powerful teacher, guiding us to a place of deeper understanding and ultimately leading to reconnections that are richer and more fulfilling. When we create distance in our relationships, it often opens the door to a profound realization, acknowledging our mistakes. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of emotions and the daily grind, where we may overlook the impact of our actions on others. But when we step back, we give ourselves and those around us the opportunity to reflect on what has transpired. This distance can be a mirror that reflects our behaviors, decisions, and the dynamics we've created. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable truths we may have been avoiding. Perhaps you said something hurtful in the heat of the moment, or maybe you neglected to communicate your feelings adequately. Whatever it may be, having space allows both parties to reevaluate their roles in the relationship. Now, think about the person on the other side of this distance. When they take a step back, they begin to see their own actions with greater clarity. They might start to acknowledge the hurtful words they've said or the times they failed to listen. In the quiet moments without you, they can reflect on how their behavior contributed to the problems at hand. This realization isn't easy, it often stings, but it's a necessary part of personal growth. This journey of self reflection can lead to genuine remorse. They may recognize that they took you for granted or didn't appreciate the love and support you provided. It's a humbling experience to come face to face with our shortcomings. And for many, this realization ignites a desire to make amends. They may feel a compelling urge to reach out, not only to apologize, but also to express a willingness to change. Uh, But let's be clear, this acknowledgement of mistakes isn't merely about saying, I'm sorry. It's about understanding the underlying issues that led to those mistakes in the first place. It's about grasping the lessons learned through distance and recognizing the value of a genuine, healthy relationship. When they come back, it's essential for them to communicate what they've learned. This kind of accountability can be the foundation for a more robust connection moving forward. Moreover, this process of acknowledging mistakes can also teach us, the ones who have distanced ourselves, the importance of forgiveness. It challenges us to let go of past grievances and open our hearts to the possibility of rebuilding the relationship. It's not about forgetting the hurt, it's about understanding the journey and recognizing that everyone is capable of growth and change. Encourage your audience to see this cycle as an opportunity for growth. Remind them that while it's easy to point fingers when things go wrong, true strength lies in recognizing our own contributions to the situation. In the end, this can foster compassion not only for others, but also for ourselves. So, as we consider the second reason why they come back after you've given them distance, let's embrace the idea that recognizing mistakes is a vital step toward healing and reconciliation. It's a powerful reminder that love can prevail when both parties are willing to learn, grow, and forgive. When we take the courageous step to create distance in a relationship, we often find that it serves as fertile ground for genuine growth, both for ourselves and for the person we've stepped away from. It's during this time apart that we can cultivate the kind of personal development that transforms not only our own lives, but also the dynamics of our relationships. Imagine this: you've taken a break from a connection that was weighing heavily on your heart and mind. Suddenly, you have the space to explore your own passions, interests, and dreams that may have been sidelined. This distance allows you to reflect on what truly matters to you and what kind of person you want to become. You may discover new hobbies, invest time in your career, or deepen your relationships with other friends and family. This newfound sense of self can be liberating. Now, think about the other person. They too are likely experiencing their own journey of self discovery. Distance can often be the impetus for someone to evaluate their life choices and personal goals. They may begin to realize that they have neglected their own growth while being caught up in the relationship. This time apart can be an opportunity for them to develop skills, pursue education, or focus on self care. As they engage in their own transformative experiences, they become more well rounded individuals. As both of you grow, there's a shift in the dynamic of your relationship. When you eventually reconnect, you may find that both of you have changed for the better. You're no longer the same people who were trapped in old patterns. Instead, you've become stronger, more self aware, and more resilient. This can lead to deeper conversations, healthier boundaries, and a richer emotional connection. But let's not forget that genuine growth often comes with its own set of challenges. It requires vulnerability and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves. During this process, we may also stumble or face setbacks. It's essential to recognize that growth isn't always linear. There will be moments of doubt and fear, but it's through these challenges that we learn to navigate our emotions and strengthen our resolve. Encourage your audience to embrace the journey of self discovery, not only as individuals, but also as partners in a relationship. Remind them that true growth involves being open to change, both in themselves and in the other person. When both individuals are committed to evolving, they can create a partnership built on mutual respect, understanding, and support. As they come back together after this period of distance, they have the chance to bring their newfound insights and growth into the relationship. This can result in a connection that is more vibrant and fulfilling, as both parties have made the commitment to work on themselves and to better understand each other. So, as we reflect on the profound impact of growth that distance can foster, let's celebrate the idea that personal development is a shared journey. When both individuals are willing to invest in themselves and in the relationship, they can create a bond that is not only resilient but also deeply enriching. The journey of growth doesn't just enhance their connection, it transforms it into something beautiful and enduring. As we explore the reasons why people often return after we've given them distance, one powerful factor emerges: nostalgia for the good times shared. When we create space in a relationship, it provides an opportunity for both individuals to step back and reflect on the memories they created together. It's those cherished moments that can evoke feelings of longing and connection, prompting someone to reconsider their choices. Think about the laughter, the inside jokes, and the countless adventures you experienced together. These joyful memories have a way of weaving themselves into the fabric of our lives. When the dust settles after a conflict or a difficult period, those beautiful moments often stand out as bright spots in our minds. This reflection can lead to a yearning for those times, sparking a desire to reconnect. When they take the time to reminisce about the relationship, they may find themselves longing for the comfort and warmth that came with your presence. The good times often serve as a reminder of what they might have taken for granted. They begin to realize that the laughter, support, and joy you shared were not just fleeting experiences, they were the foundation of a connection that mattered deeply. This nostalgia can be a powerful motivator. It has the ability to shift perspectives and reignite feelings that may have dimmed during times of conflict. In the absence of your daily interactions, they might start to recognize just how much they miss the unique bond you shared, the way you understood each other, the comfort of knowing someone was always in your corner, and the happiness you brought into their life. However, it's essential to understand that while nostalgia can be a strong force, it should not be the sole reason for reconciliation. It's vital for both parties to acknowledge that relationships are not just about the good times, but also about navigating challenges together. The memories should serve as a reminder of what is possible, a glimpse into the potential of what the relationship can become if both individuals are committed to nurturing it. Encourage your audience to reflect on their own experiences with nostalgia. Remind them that it's natural to miss the good times, but it's equally important to approach any rekindling of the relationship with awareness. When reconnecting, it's essential to have open and honest conversations about the past, addressing any unresolved issues while honoring the joyful moments. Ultimately, nostalgia can serve as a bridge that leads to healing and reconnection. When approached with intention, it can inspire individuals to create new memories and experiences that build on the foundation of what was once shared. As we continue to explore the reasons why people often come back after we've given them distance, we arrive at a crucial understanding. They may have realized the depth of their feelings for you. When you create space in a relationship, it allows for a moment of introspection, a chance for both parties to truly assess what they mean to each other. This is not merely a pause in communication, it is a profound opportunity to understand the emotional landscape that exists between two individuals. When we're caught up in the whirlwind of daily life, it's easy to overlook the nuances of our feelings. We may become accustomed to the presence of someone special, and their significance may start to fade into the background. However, when you step away, it disrupts that routine and introduces an element of absence that can be quite striking. Suddenly, they may find themselves grappling with the reality of what your absence feels like. This is when those feelings can crystallize, transforming into something more tangible. In the quiet moments, without you, they begin to confront the truth of their emotions. They may realize that what they felt was not just a fleeting attraction or casual connection, it was something much deeper. They start to acknowledge the love that exists beneath the surface, the kind of love that thrives on connection, understanding, and shared experiences. The distance may serve as a wake up call, prompting them to consider how they truly feel about you, not just in the moment, but in the broader context of their lives. This emotional awakening can be incredibly powerful. It encourages them to reflect on what you brought into their life support joy, companionship, and perhaps even a sense of belonging. The distance gives them a chance to appreciate your unique qualities and the impact you had on their happiness. They may find themselves reminiscing about the conversations you had, the adventures you embarked on, and the comfort you provided during difficult times. These reflections can lead to a realization that their feelings are not just important, they are essential. But with this realization comes the recognition that love requires action. Feeling deeply is one thing, but translating those emotions into a commitment to rekindle the relationship is another. When they come back, it's crucial for them to express what they've discovered during your time apart. It's not enough to simply feel, they must be willing to communicate those feelings openly and honestly. This transparency fosters a deeper understanding and creates a space for dialogue about where the relationship can go from here. Encourage your audience to embrace the beauty of this emotional journey. Remind them that love can sometimes be hidden beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to emerge. Distance can act as a catalyst, allowing for a clearer perspective on what truly matters in life and relationships. As we consider the fifth reason why they come back after distance, let's celebrate the transformative power of recognizing one's feelings. It's a reminder that love is a journey, often filled with twists and turns, but ultimately leading us to deeper connections. When both individuals are willing to acknowledge their emotions and take action, they create a pathway to a more profound relationship, one that is rooted in understanding, respect, and a commitment to grow together. As we explore the reasons why people often return after we've given them distance, we come to a pivotal insight: the experience of missing you deeply. When we create space in our relationships, it sets off an emotional response that can be profound and far reaching. This distance introduces a void, one that can bring clarity to the feelings that may have been taken for granted during the course of the relationship. Consider the daily interactions that once seemed mundane or routine, the simple conversations, shared laughter, or quiet moments of companionship. When these elements are suddenly absent, it can be startling to realize just how integral that person was to our day to day existence. The mundane becomes extraordinary in retrospect, and they may begin to long for those everyday exchanges that made life feel richer and more fulfilling. During this time apart, they might experience a range of emotions, from loneliness to regret, as they come to terms with the reality of your absence. It's not just about missing someone, it's about feeling the weight of what that absence means in their life. They may find themselves reminiscing about the joy you brought into their world, recognizing that the emotional connection you shared was more significant than they realized. The space gives them the opportunity to feel the impact of your presence, and this can stir up a powerful longing to reconnect. It's also essential to acknowledge that this realization is not merely about wanting to fill a void. It's about understanding that genuine connections bring a sense of belonging and purpose. As they grapple with the reality of missing you, they may come to appreciate the depth of your bond, how you complemented each other, how your energies aligned, and how you supported one another during both joyous and challenging times. The journey of missing someone can also provoke self reflection. They might start to evaluate their own emotions and behaviors, asking themselves tough questions about why they didn't value the relationship as they should have. This self examination can lead to significant personal growth, prompting them to recognize patterns of behavior they may want to change moving forward. When they eventually come back, it's vital for them to articulate this experience of missing you. Sharing these feelings openly can foster a deeper understanding between you both, creating a space where vulnerability is welcomed. They may express how the absence allowed them to reflect on what truly matters to them, giving them insight into the importance of the relationship in their life. Encourage your audience to recognize that missing someone is a profound experience that often leads to meaningful realizations. It can be an opportunity for both individuals to reevaluate their priorities and aspirations, fostering a sense of growth and maturity within the relationship. As we consider the sixth reason why they come back after distance, let's honor the powerful emotions that accompany the experience of missing someone. This journey is not just about longing, it's about recognizing the significance of a connection that has the potential to deepen and evolve. When both parties acknowledge their feelings and the impact of absence, they create a pathway toward reconnection that is rooted in understanding, appreciation, and the willingness to nurture what truly matters. As we delve into the final reason why people often return after we've given them distance, we arrive at a profound realization: the need for closure. When relationships face difficulties, uncertainty can hang in the air like a thick fog, leaving both individuals feeling lost and unsettled. Distance can be a way to seek clarity, not just for oneself, but also for the relationship itself. When we take a step back, we create a space for reflection, a chance to sift through the complexities of emotions, actions, and experiences that have defined the relationship. This time apart allows both parties to gather their thoughts, consider what went wrong, and gain a clearer understanding of what they truly want moving forward. It's an opportunity to confront the questions that lingered in the back of their minds. Was this relationship meant to be? What did I learn from it? How do I feel about the other person? During this time of introspection, they may realize that they need closure not just for their own peace of mind, but also to bring resolution to any unresolved feelings or conflicts. This might involve acknowledging mistakes made on both sides, understanding how those mistakes impacted the relationship, and expressing feelings that may have been left unsaid. Closure is not just about finding answers, it's about making peace with the past, whatever that past may hold. However, seeking closure is a delicate process. It requires vulnerability and the willingness to engage in potentially difficult conversations. When they come back, it's essential that both individuals approach the dialogue with openness and honesty. They need to be prepared to discuss their feelings, express regrets, and articulate what they've learned during the time apart. This exchange can be cathartic, allowing them to confront lingering issues head on. It's also important to recognize that closure doesn't always mean resuming the relationship as it was. Sometimes it can lead to a newfound respect for each other, even if it means parting ways. The understanding that comes from seeking closure can redefine the relationship in a way that is healthier and more fulfilling, whether that means moving forward together or finding peace in separate paths. Encourage your audience to embrace the importance of closure as a natural part of the relationship journey. Remind them that closure can be a gift they give themselves and each other, a way to honor the experiences they've shared while also creating space for new beginnings, whether together or apart. As we reflect on the seventh reason why they come back after distance, let's celebrate the power of seeking closure. It's a transformative process that can lead to deeper understanding, emotional healing, and a renewed sense of purpose in relationships. When both individuals commit to navigating this journey with honesty and compassion, they pave the way for growth and change that honors the past while opening the door to the future.